You're Yule too. Which era do you come from?
We have been cursed with eternity.
Here I go.
To live is without meaning.
Okay, so this is how much of a difference it makes right now. Yeah, so even though I went conservative and I tried to actually put some buffs on just in case we won in 50 seconds, that's the difference it makes. It took me 18 minutes with the paradox scope activated. So, shit's legit. So now I'm hoping I go back to the Historia Crux and I can equip the paradox scope and then go again, because surely that they can't be asking you to beat Caius back to back with your single characters. That can't be right. Still not time yet. Okay, now I think it's time. I thought it was their first encounter. I forgot that it was their second one where the battle begins. Okay. Let's see. This is meant to be one of the harder ones as well. This is literally one-on-one now. Oh boy. You see, I panicked. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Vigilance Shell. Alright, let's see how much damage we take. Okay, we take a fair bit of damage, but not like horrible. We've got some wound potions as well. Staggering him is going to be a little bit of a challenge here, but we've got to do our best. At least he doesn't have a lot of HP. 29,000, but he is strong. Damn it! Yeah, when he uses Absolution, we can't get it back, so I've got to remember not to really use Deep Protect on him. I'd rather not deal with Absolution at all in this playthrough. Oh boy. We've got to see what happens with Body and Soul and how often it gets used. I feel like I'm going to struggle to keep up with that if it happens. Ah! Just missed it. Okay, we'll only use Wound here again. Oh, fuck. Not good. Let's see how effective it was. We dispelled absolutely nothing. Okay, no we did. We got something. There we go. Right, just need to stagger this guy. I mean, if they're making him this easy to stagger, I feel like that's got to be the key here. Ugh. Some nasty old attacks coming in. And I don't get a lot of time here. Got to watch out for chain break as well. Okay. Keep the chain going. Once I get close enough, I just got to unleash that meteor javelin thing. Damn it.
Witness the power of chaos.
Luckily I can heal a fair bit here, so it's not too bad. It's just annoying when enemies have an attack that can toss you up into the sky and you can't do that to the enemy. It's frustrating. As usual, I haven't dispelled haste. That haste never goes away on the first attempt. There you go. I'm not sure in what kind of increments chain break happens. I feel like once again I'm left without a choice. I just have to keep doing this and then try and blitz him when I get near the end. See, with the amount of toss-up attacks and I have no sentinel to absorb these, it's trouble. See what I mean? I'm losing. By the time I'm ready to attack again, I've already lost the chain gauge. It's going to be tough. Maybe with Veil I'll be able to keep it on even longer. Okay. Almost ready. At least I'm not being wounded too heavily as well. He's the one being wounded. Body and soul's coming in like 10 seconds, I can feel. Here it comes. Yep. That's the problem, you see, he does body and soul, he gets bravery, and then he attacks in less than half a second but before I can do anything to intervene. Right, okay. Right, now I think I've got to try and stagger. Go, go, go. Work it. Alright, here we go. Great. I've wasted like a quarter of my stagger gauge just because of that one attack. Gonna try, see if it's enough to take him down before I get another barrage attack. We're going again? Yep. Okay. Only trouble is we've already used it once. But if we can do that once, we can do it again. I have faith. The Ravager makes quite a big difference here. Great. We'll have to start again. I think I can stagger him again here. Yeah, I didn't realize he was this easy to stagger, to be honest.
Wings of darkest light.
Yeah, okay, alright. Even if he does a body and soul now, he's done. So not as bad as I was expecting. The Sarah one was a lot more difficult.
There must be some temporal distortion.
No, this is you getting fucked, my friend. And the final paradox ending is here. So, what even happens here?
The moment I defeated Caius, the power of chaos coursed through my body and transformed me into a guardian. That's when I saw memories of his past, his life. I saw the day he slayed his predecessor and became a lessee to protect the Cirrus. I saw the Great War and how it tore Grand Pulse apart. I saw the battle in which he saved the Cirrus from her enemies and was crowned a hero. All he ever wanted was for Yule to be happy. The goddess Etro was struck by his undying devotion and offered Caius her own heart. With this, he became an immortal being, one who could protect Yule till the end of time. That marked the beginning of his eternal nightmare. I have Caius's memories inside me. Just like Caius before me, I've received the terrible gift of eternal life. And Sarah, she's now destined to live the fate of a Farseer, just like you. Caius had put all his hopes in me. He believed that I was the one that could stop the beating of his cursed heart. But I couldn't. I wasn't strong enough. The heart took over my body and threw me into an endless spiral. A prison without end. But then, I saw a light. I don't know where it leads. I don't know what kind of world is out there waiting for me. But I do know one thing. I have to take Caius's place. I'm the successor. I can't escape this fate. This is just the beginning of my never-ending nightmare. I have to face whatever's out there in that unknown world. I have to save Yule. I have to save Sarah. The gift of immortality made me realize that hope is a double-edged blade. It's cruel to those who cling to impossible dreams. For the undying, this torment haunts them for all eternity. Caius lived knowing the futility of his single plea, his single hope. I wonder what awaits me. A life without hope, a life without friendship, a life of utter solitude.
Man, that ending was sad. I would have to say that was probably my favourite Paradox ending of the bunch. You can't tell me that some of the writing in this game is not really damn good. Wow. I love the fact that it was just it was a way to really hammer in what Caius was after and his true motivation for doing everything that he did. He just wanted Yule to be happy. That's pretty crazy, man, to have like a guy who is at the same time so villainous, but at the same time that's pretty much all he wanted out of this whole thing. It's insane. And seeing Noel be put into Caius' shoes, it's a good one. I like it. Now, what's also interesting, what I love about this is Etro is not really someone that we know that much about. She is obviously a goddess, but the way that she's intervened and the things that she's done, I mean, the fact that she gave her own heart to Caius because of his undying will and love to protect Yule for eternity, that's a really powerful idea, but we don't really get to really see it enough, I think. So I don't know, man, like Etro is a really, really special being within this game, like a god within this game, and we don't really get to hear enough about Etro, because Etro basically is a catalyst for pretty much all of the events that happen in Final Fantasy XIII, so it's pretty insane. Transcript, Heir to Chaos. Across Noel's mind flitted one of Caius' memories, a memory from 1,000 years ago. Caius fighting a warrior and losing, pushed to the brink of defeat. But the gods refused to bless either of them, and the warrior was called to Valhalla before the duel reached its climax. Caius might have been saved from his curse of eternity. Instead, he had to wait. Wait for the birth of Noel. Noel's eyes snapped open. You make your own myths, Caius, but I'm going to save everyone my way. Yule and Sarah, and yes, you too. So saying, Noel's mouth curled into the old familiar smile. Right, there we have it. That is the final Paradox ending, and that is all 8 of our endings. Now, I was talking about Etro. I don't know if it's worth reading these. We've only got 12 of 13, but... The seeress of the Farseers has left many prophecies, but amongst them the most enigmatic must surely be this. When Valhalla consumes the sky, a new star flashes like lightning, and in the heavens twinkles a distant hope. What does it mean when Valhalla consumes the sky? What is the new star that flashes in the sky? Does this prophecy foretell a future of salvation or destruction? No one can say. So, this might be connected to what we saw at the end of the game. And, well, Final Fantasy XIII-3 is going to happen. For those of you guys that don't know the story, I won't say anything about it. But I think this pertains to what's going to happen in 13.3. You see what I mean? Like, Etro granted the most selfless of gifts. Her power and strength flowed through the gate to the unseen world. And with each passing second, she really sacrificed so much for humans. Like, why? Why does she care? She's a goddess. Like, the fact that she seems to have very human feelings towards humans is kind of interesting. So, now the goddess sleeps within the heart of chaos. Should she cease to exist, then the power that she granted to humanity, the power that makes their universe whole, will disappear. When the sands of time run out on the goddess, so too do they on the world of man. So once again, I think this is to do with the ending of 13.2, and after Caius basically kills himself, and the beating heart within him. Okay, so I read about the rest of those. So there we go. That is the Paradox endings and a little bit of lore for you guys. Now all that remains is a few little boss battles I want to do. And I want to start off with my boy, the freaking Proto Behemoth that absolutely smashed me. So I've got to sort this out, man. I cannot end this playthrough without getting my revenge on Proto Behemoth. It has to happen.